Hey there, Magic Maker. It's Deb D here for your Witch Wednesday and part 4 in our Intuitive Tools series. Today we are going to play with the magic of the pendulum and how you can use a pendulum to help tune and work with your intuition. So if this is your first time here in the Big Life Magic world, welcome to the Magic Circle. I'm so pleased that you are here. And if you're coming back in, if you're tuning back in with the magic, delighted to be with you again. My name's Deb D, and I am a magical guide who is helping you tune in and work your way towards your own big life magic. So let's play the pendulum. The pendulum is indeed a magical tool, and the pendulum is a tool that is absolutely lined up with your intuition. Your pendulum is working with your higher I am self. So it's not you that moves or works the pendulum. It's the you that's not earthbound. It's your higher I am presence answering for you, yes or no. So when you're working with a pendulum, essentially you're asking a yes or a no question. So if you were tuning into the Intuitive Tools series so far, you will remember that I said when working with your tarot or your oracle cards, you don't want to ask a yes or a no question. That's not how the cards are going to work your magic with you. But the pendulum's going to do that. And that's what we're going to explore today. I'm going to share with you how the pendulum works, how you can play with your pendulum, and then how can you work with your pendulum as a tool for developing your intuition. That is indeed some inspired magic. Let's rock and roll. Are you ready, Magic Maker? Are you ready? I'm going to step back so you can see my pendulum here. So a pendulum swings. A pendulum is a tool. You'll often find them in crystal shops or where they sell cards. This one here that I bought, I've had this for years. It's got the colors of the chakras on it. You may just use a necklace with a heavy end, or you may have a pendulum. But what you're looking for, Magic Maker, is does it swing? See how my pendulum is swinging back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. It's just hanging off my finger. I'm not swinging it. The pendulum is swinging. So if you have a pendulum, grab it now. If you have a necklace with like a pendant on the end or something heavy on the end, you may want to grab that now because then you can play along. Ready? This is how you're working with your pendulum. So your pendulum just swings back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. So you set a swing. Yep. We're just swinging. That, Magic Maker, is neutral. That is your pendulum at neutral. Now what a pendulum is going to do, yes or no. Let's take an example here. You may have a yes or a no question like, should I take that job offer? Yes or no. Should I go on the second date with that someone who gave me a little bit of a feeling? Yes or no. If you're not quite sure and you want to tap in with your intuition, like the intuitive hits don't feel like they're landing or arriving, or there's just something you want to check, pendulum is your tool. Now, before we begin asking the yes or the no, you need to tune your pendulum to you. So let me show you how to do that. This is neutral. I'm now going to ask my pendulum, show me a yes. And can you see how the pendulum starts to move in a circle, and for me it's moving to the right. That is my pendulum showing me the answer yes is going to groove that way. Let's keep playing. Pendulum, show me a no. Can you see that? The pendulum is grooving that way. So for me, working with the pendulum, I will get a yes in this direction and a no in that direction. For you, you're going to have to check for yourself because each magic maker has your own pendulum swing. And I advise every time you work with your pendulum, just check, because your magic or your energy may be different on a day, and so it may shift. So let's go. Now we know we've got a yes that way, a right that way. Your next layer, magic maker, is ask a question that you know to be true. I'm at neutral. Is my name Deborah? And we're swinging to the right. Is my name Sarah? And we're swinging to the left. Now, did you see I'm not moving my hand or my arm or anything? It's the swing of the pendulum that shifts based on working with the truth that comes down and through. This tool is picking up the truth. And remember, your intuition cannot lie to you. It is impossible for your intuition, for your higher I am self, for an angel, for a guide to lie to you. And we're talking about living in the love and the light here. Your intuition is not going to lie to you. And when you're working in the love and the light, any angel or guide or entity working with you will also be sharing the truth. So we anchor in. And we now have a yes or a no. And now you can work your pendulum based on what you want to know. So let's try. Pendulum. Am I a magic maker? Oh, look, that's a yes. We knew that because I know I'm a magic maker. But the idea being, you're asking a yes or a no. You're checking first. Where's my yes or no swinging? Check, double check, and then ask the question that you actually want an insight into. So let me see. Okay, we're going to go there right now. An insight I would like into is my work with abundance expanding? Because I want to know. I can feel it, but I'm like, am I actually in tune here? Let's try that. Pendulum. Is the magic work I am currently doing with my abundance expanding? Oh, that was an instant yes. I kind of also knew that answer too. Let's try one that maybe I don't know the answer to. What could that be? Okay, pendulum. Will I travel to Australia this year, the year 2022? Oh, it's giving me a no. The reason I ask that question is because it's something I've been considering. Do I go home to see my family this year or early next year? Pendulum today is saying, nah, you're not traveling this year. Remember, any energy can shift, but if I needed to know that today, that's the answer. So this is how you're working with your pendulum. That's just like the brief introduction. There's a lot to know about pendulum, but here's what I would like to share with you today, now, in our magic circle. This is an amazing tool for developing your intuition. I mean, obviously, the intuition is coming down through you, you're tuning in. But more than that, magic maker, let me get a little bit closer because I really want you to get this hit. To be able to work with your intuition, one of the things that is really going to help you out is getting out of the way. When you're wanting to listen and follow your intuition, your thinking mind needs to calm down and hit the back seat. So when you're working with your pendulum, you are tuning and practicing letting, allowing, and flowing with the communication, the hits, and the downloads from your intuition, not your thinking mind. Because my thinking mind, seriously, is like, should I go to Australia now or should I go later? I'm not quite sure. Trust me, it's written in the journal. I didn't know. When I asked the pendulum, it says, no, relax, you're not going this year. I can take that as a truth for today. And this is why it works really well when you're wanting to work with and tune your intuition, is because I betcha there's more than once you're going to go to your pendulum and you're going to be in the way. Happens to me. And I've been working with the pendulum for years. I can feel it when I'm trying to force a yes or a no. We don't want to force, we want to allow. So why this is a great tool for tuning your intuition is because you're going to tune into, am I allowing or am I forcing? Am I allowing or am I forcing? Let's ask the pendulum. Pendulum, in this moment, am I allowing? Instant yes, look at that. Pendulum, do you advise magic makers to force their intuition? Oh, look at that, we just got a no. So says the pendulum, we are, yes, going to allow, no, forcing. And use your pendulum not only to get a yes or a no, but use your pendulum as an intuitive tool helping you to practice getting out of the way. So have fun with that, magic makers. I wish you many yes, no's that guide you in the right direction with your pendulum. Feel free to ask any questions below, comment if you have a pendulum of your own and how you work with it. And if you're here and you haven't yet, your next magic move is going to be to subscribe so you can hit the next in our Intuitive Tools series. For next Witch Wednesday, I am going to be sharing with you the magic of the moon. Many blessings, big love, and please don't forget, don't ever forget it, remember it, breathe into it every beat of every day that it is you, my friend. You are the magic. Big love.